would you do if I told you you could play against some of the best basketball players in the world on ESPN and possibly win $1 million plus at the end of the summer? You would definitely take that on, right? And I'm talking about that you could play in the basketball tournament, one of the best and also underrated basketball tournaments of the summer. So if you would like to know more about it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's your thumb, and let's go ahead and get into it. The basketball tournament is a 64-team competition that goes from July 16th to August 2nd. It is a single elimination format where the winning team could win $1 million plus. This all started in 2010 with Zach Lowe, who kind of had this crazy idea to start a league in which players could win $50,000+ at the end. Now, over time, this idea evolved and it turned into a basketball tournament. And in 2014, Zach Lowe announced the basketball tournament in which the winning team could win $500,000. They only had one location and only 17 fans showed up and did not have a lot of teams participate. Flipping to 2022, they have over millions of fans. 400 games have been played, and they have given out over $10 million in prize money. And every single game can be viewed on one of ESPN's networks. The way the tournament is set up is quite different from most leagues, and especially a lot of play-in basketball tournaments as you see around the country during the summer. Teams are selected by the basketball tournament as every team kind of applies in a way to enter the tournament, and there's a few different ratios of how they are determined. Mostly, can they afford the interest fee? And most importantly, are they good enough to compete against the other teams participating? After the entry period closed, then the committee decides on the 64 teams they would like to invite. And all 64 teams come from a variety. Some play for charity, some are alumni teams, some are just teams that have been playing together for a very long time, which personally, in my opinion, really helps that excitement of the basketball tournament. Now, the way that these teams are structured are very individual for the basketball tournament, as each team must have 7 players and can have up to 10 players. And during the tournament, they can add people towards their team, but they cannot take anyone off of their team. There are 4 main roles to a team that participates in the basketball tournament. You have the player role, which is anyone on the roster who is available to participate in a game. And then you have the GM, which there's only allowed to have one of them on each team, and that person is in charge of registering, recruiting players to be on the team, the, businessy side of stuff. And then you have the coach, which you can have one, multiple, or no coaches on your team if that is how your team would like to be made up. And then the last role is a booster, and you can have one, multiple, or none. And that person really there is to help get fans and financial backing for your team. One of the interesting things about this tournament is that a GM can be a player. But if the GM is a player, they would also count towards that 10-player spot that they have in their player roster. And when you talk about players, it's not, regular Joe Schmo people like me. You have high value names from Joe Johnson to Aaron Craft to Jamil Wilson, who were all big stars in the NBA and college basketball. The tournament is played in a few different locations where they describe as regionals. And in the 2022 season, the regionals will take place in Omaha, Xavier, Dayton, West Virginia, Syracuse, Rucker Park, Wichita, and New Mexico. The games are set up and run under regular NCAA rules with a few exceptions, as they play 4 9-minute quarters. Players have 6 fouls they can use, and they have an elam ending. And I know you've probably heard of the elam ending, especially from the NBA All-Star Game, which I did an entire video describing that and how that works. You can check it out right here. But the elam ending started with the basketball tournament, as in 2016, Nick Elam sent an email to the directors of the basketball tournament suggesting the elam ending format, which is in the 4th quarter when the clock reaches 4 minutes or under 4 minutes, then the clock is turned off and a target score will be set by taking the leading score and adding 8 to it, and whoever gets to that or surpasses it first is the winning team. Aside from originating the famous elam ending that the basketball tournament has, they are one of the few basketball tournaments that host people in different forms and give them significant amount of prizes, as teams are allowed to decide how they would like to distribute the prize money. But now that you know so much about the basketball tournament, make sure to check in this summer on ESPN, as well as let me know down in the comments, are you a big basketball tournament fan like me? And go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a new video, which are on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to check out the NBA Summer League video, as that is going on as well, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be very interested and see where some of these top NBA picks go. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because it's still your thumb, and remember, don't be afraid to join the convo.